Alright, so what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now if you are new to the channel, this is upcoming Air Jordans, where we take a look at all of the upcoming Air Jordan releases for the next month. And today we are a bit early, taking a look at all of the upcoming Air Jordan releases for October. Now quick disclaimer, some of these release dates are rumour dates and they might be predicted to be pushed backwards or sometimes even forward. Sometimes you see sneakers, releasing a week or 2 weeks earlier than predicted, so just to let you guys know, some of these dates might shift a little bit, but yeah, let's cut straight into it. Alright, so kicking it off on the 6th, we have the women's Air Jordan 3 Black Gold, featuring gold accents on a black leather upper, as well as the popular elephant print that we've seen on many other Air Jordan 3s. These will retail at £170 or $200 if you're in the US, and you can expect to cop these at your usual Jordan retailers such as Offspring, Size, Foot Patrol, JD Sports, in addition to the Nike sneakers app. Lately, the stock on Jordan 3s has been relatively high, so I do think these will be one of the easier cops for the month, giving it a hype rating of 6 out of 10. Also on the 6th is going to be the Air Jordan 11 Low International Exclusive Orewood Brown. Now, unlike your usual Air Jordan 11 Low, this sneaker comes in a leather and mesh material as opposed to their usual patent leather, giving it a completely different look. This one is one of the less popular models when it comes to Jordans, and the light tones used give this sneaker a really simple look. For that reason, and based on the performance of previous colorways, I would give these a hype rating of 3 out of 10. Next up on the 8th, we have another Air Jordan 3, and this time it's the Air Jordan 3 Winterized Archeo Brown. Estimated to have a slightly higher retail than the previous Jordan 3, with a retail of around £180 or $210. This sneaker consists of a premium winterized suede material that is also water resistant. It features brown, grey and stone tones in addition to an off-white midsole and a grey outsole. I think the colours on this sneaker come together very nicely, and in terms of hype, Nike have been putting out a lot of Air Jordan 3s lately, and so I don't think it's going to be as popular as some of the other Jordan 3 colourways that we have seen released, but despite this, I do still give it a hype rating of 6 out of 10. The following week, on the 15th, we'll see the release of the Air Jordan 12 Black Taxi, coming in a predominantly black leather and metallic gold plus yellow accents featured on the eyelets, as well as the midsole, back tab and tongue. These will be made available at your usual foot stores, and in terms of hype, I would give this a 5 out of 10 as the Air Jordan 12 silhouette is still gaining popularity. Now the 15th, we'll also be seeing the release of the Air Jordan 6 Chrome, and instead of being the high top version, this is actually a mid version. This is going to be a mid top retro version of the OG low top Air Jordan 6, which saw a high top retro in 2015. This mid top version will retail at $200, and I think it will be an interesting release, as already we have a lot of people that aren't big fans of the Air Jordan 1 mid silhouette, so I don't know what the response will be to an Air Jordan 6 mid. For that reason, I'm not too sure on the hype rating. I'm gonna put it in the middle, 5 out of 10. Okay, so arriving on the 20th is the Air Jordan 7 Afrobeats in the men's and grade school sizing. Now this release has been confirmed for the US but not for the EU yet, and it is expected to retail at around $210 or £180. Now I'm not the biggest fan of the Air Jordan 7 silhouette, but I do think this colorway is probably best suited on an Air Jordan 7, as I can't really imagine it on like a Jordan 1 or like a Jordan 4. So yeah, this sneaker features a Vincetta tan, black, yellow and Concord colour scheme, and it encapsulates the West African music style known as Afrobeats through the use of geometric graphics and screen prints featured on the tongue and body of the shoe. These will be made available on the sneakers app, and although it is a really nice concept, I'm not too sure that they chose the correct colours, and on top of that, the Air Jordan 7 model isn't as popular as other Jordan models, so I'm going to give this a hype rating of 5 out of 10. Now the following day, on the 21st, I'm actually really excited for this release. This is the 218 Air Jordan 2 Low, which will be releasing for a retail of £170 or $200. The Air Jordan 2 model has been rising in popularity ever since the release of the Air Jordan 2 in the white and black colorway from Off-White, and I do think the 218 version has the potential to be just as popular with the amount of thought that was put into the design. If you guys didn't know about 218, it is a boutique located in Detroit, and when designing this Air Jordan 2, they did draw inspiration from Old Detroit, using earth tones to dress the premium suede on the upper. Details include a leather hang tag, an engraved silver metallic lace tips, as well as a zoomed in map print of Detroit. The attention to detail on this Jordan is what makes it so special, and so I give this a high rating of 7 out of 10. Another Jordan 2 was scheduled to release on the 22nd, and this time it's the Air Jordan 2 OG Chicago. It is evident that Nike are trying to bring back the Air Jordan 2 silhouette with the numerous collabs that we've seen over the past year, and this sneaker is no different, featuring OG packaging and so giving a somewhat nostalgic feel to Jordan fans. These sneakers were actually worn by Michael Jordan in the 1987 Slam Dunk contest, and they are visually identical to the original pair and will be packaged in a replica Air Jordan 2 Wings box. Rumours are that this drop has now been pushed back though to release on December the 30th, and so I guess we'll actually have to see when they end up releasing. Hype rating, 7.5 out of 10. Also on the 22nd, the US will finally see the release for the Air Jordan 4 Black Canvas, which has already released in the EU. These have been dubbed as a cheaper version of the Air Jordan 4 Black Cat, seeing as the retail is around the $300 range. Expect these to be really popular, and for this reason I give this a high rating of 9 out of 10. A couple days later, on the 27th, we'll see another US only release, and this is the women's Air Jordan 1 Starfish, which will be hitting Nike and select sneaker retailers. Now for the EU, these would have already released on September the 22nd, but the US date will be a little bit later. The colourway in itself can be a little bit polarising, as orange is a very bold colour to cover an entire sneaker, and in addition, the limited sizing range being a women's sneaker means that people that wear the bigger sizes won't be able to cop these, and for that reason I give this a high rating of 6.5 out of 10. Alright, so rounding it up for the confirmed releases, the 29th will see the release of the Air Jordan 4 Midnight Navy, and I expect this to be one of the most hyped drops for the month as Nike keep pushing out more and more Air Jordan 4 colorways. This is definitely one of the better ones that we've seen this year, and the pre-sale is very telling of this. Expect an instant sellout on the release date, and this is definitely getting a high rating of 10 out of 10. Okay, so last up we have another rumoured release, and this is the Air Jordan 3 Halloween. Now, there hasn't been an official date for this sneaker yet, but it would make sense for it to release, around the Halloween period, since it is a Halloween sneaker, so maybe expect it to release around October 30th, 31st, maybe even November the 1st, but I don't know, this is just a rumoured release, we don't really have much information about it, so it'll be interesting to see more photos released of this Jordan as the month unfolds. Alright, so there we have it, those are the upcoming Jordans for the month of October. Hope you guys enjoyed the video or found it useful. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel for weekly videos. What sneakers are you going to be going for? Definitely let us know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next video.